Teach 'em in the pasture, run 'em in the pen, work 'em on the Sundays and do it all again. Race 'em in the sand, buck 'em in the mud, drip a cowboy's sweat and bleed a cowboy's blood. It's time for the Pepper Stewart Show. Get in here, Tex.
What? Where's Tex?
Not today.
Tex is a busy man today.
Yep.
He's got stuff to do.
So they say.
That's what they always say. He's got a hot date. Or he's got a date. I don't know. We're not supposed to mention that, are we?
Well, it's 87 degrees outside. I'm sure she's warm.
I guess we shouldn't say. I guess. Here, let's cut that. Start over. Okay. Tex is not here today. A lot of folks are like, yes, about time. All right. We got a lot of stuff for you guys tonight. Everybody's wanting to know what we're going to talk about. Stuff happened, man. Stuff happened. The Iron Cowboy here in Arlington, Texas. You had the Iron Cowboy. That happened. The following day, you had the American. That happened, too. A lot of stuff happened with that.
It did.
It did, and we're going to talk about it. And, yes, those of you want to know, our CBR call, we our in and out, up and down every now and again, weekly calls for CBR is going to be the one and the only Sage Kimzey. We're going to talk to him.
Oh, no.
We're going to talk to him about stuff. I don't know what we're going to talk about. Probably should have wrote some questions down. That might have been a good idea.
Mostly stuff. Mostly the same stuff.
Mostly stuff. That's it. He if he wins Cheyenne this year, that'll be 3. Trying to beat old Matt Austin's record of 2. You know that?
He'll be the one and the only.
If you don't know, now you know. One of them type deals. That's what we're talking about. Plus, we got stories, man. We got a lot of stories, don't we?
I've got a whole bushel of stories.
We've got them, man. We've got stories out the wazoo. Right
I
here.
don't even know what a wazoo is, but we got them out of that.
If we do, we got them. That's right. But today is the 140th, or not today, but this month, the 140th anniversary of the Texas and Southwestern Cattlemen's Association.
Whoa.
They back in February of 1887, 40 cattlemen and women gathered in Graham, Texas, under the name of Stock Raisers Association of Northwest Texas, and these cattlemen created the association to fight cattle theft in the region. It became the Cattle Raisers Association of Texas in 1893, before landing its current title in 1921. What do you think, didn't I? Like what? 90 what? 19 and 21.
Well, that's very politically correct to say cattle women.
Well, yes.
That's what you got to do these days.
And they're still fighting the battle today.
Or you'll get in trouble. I know. I seen them tearing down Starbucks over it.
Oh, yeah. People are crazy. Speaking of that stuff, I
don't know if we want to speak on that stuff.
We're talking about something the other day, and I'm just going to throw this out there for those that are wondering about this. I know it has nothing to do with what we ever talk about or what we ever do, but just think about this.
Oh, no.
Just think. If you're a woman
and you're listening to this show, we apologize.
If you're a woman and you go to a man's bathroom, you're going to go in the stall because you can't use the urinal, right? Okay. If you're a man and you go into a woman's bathroom, you're going to use the stall because there's no urinals.
Single toilets.
Yeah.
Single toilet.
Right.
Just one bathroom.
And
why do we need 3?
You don't. Yeah, you don't.
You just need 1.
Yeah. I don't understand it.
And it doesn't affect that many people in the population, and the ones that it does affect, it's been affecting them for the past however long there's been people.
Yeah.
So it's only a big deal because there's no wolves.
That's right.
We get to be inside our comfortable houses, and we don't have to worry about where we get our food from or if a wolf is going to chase us down and eat us. So we got to find something to complain about. So we picked bathrooms.
Yeah. And somebody's like, well, what if the roof caved in while you're on the toilet? What if? Yeah. What if some creepy old guy is hiding in the bathroom? Well, you can do that now. Sorry, guys.
Right, yeah, they can still do that regardless of what the picture on the door, if it's X, Y, or, whatever chromosome they put on the door. There's still creepy people around on Earth.
Yeah,
and they'll be in the bathroom if they want to be in the bathroom.
Last time I checked, criminals don't follow the rules.
Right? That's the way it goes. I'm all set with onesies. Just onesies all around.
Yeah.
You know? You don't need a third bathroom. Just make 50 onesies.
Yeah, that's all you need. That's it.
I don't get it. But
Porta potty.
It's not for me to get.
Porta potty solved that
Not
problem
for me to
years
get.
ago.
You know? I don't deal with politics and tax dollars, so.
No. I'll leave that for the other folks to deal with. But anyway, enough of that rant right there.
Yeah.
But
I'm all set on bathroom talk.
our non-political.
Tex ain't here today. We can leave the toilet humor somewhere else.
He was talking about that chili he ate at his cook-off.
Yeah. Speaking of toilets.
He said, "Don't ever eat chili at the chili cook-off again." I said, "Yeah, I told you about that." All right, we got a lady that suing some folks for stealing her picture, and that's a big deal on the internet. People see pictures, and they see a picture, and they just right-click, download, or screenshot and steal a picture.
Save picture as ...
Right.
Yeah.
And they just see a picture, they take it, they steal it, whatever it is, and then and it's a big deal. It's a big problem right now in the rodeo world because people think because it's a picture of them, they can
just
steal
have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's copyrights.
Right. So they see a picture of themselves, and they just download it, and they go. And a lot of these pictures, it's what's weird about it is a lot of these pictures will say "stolen" across the picture,
Oh,
and then they go post it with scripture.
it's not good.
Yeah. And so that's a big problem, and people are like, "What? It's a picture of me. It's on the internet. It's not a big deal." Okay. So you're at the rodeo, and you're like, "Well, it's a picture. It's out there." Okay. Well, you're at the rodeo, and somebody walks up to your roping or barrel race. Somebody walks up to you and takes your saddle off your horse.
No.
They need it, so they just take it and they go.
Right.
And they're like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Well, hey, it was here.
Yeah.
I needed it.
Yeah. So I just took it.
I just took it. Why not? I'm gonna use it.
Yeah.
It's your saddle. I'm promoting you.
Yeah. It's fine.
Should be no problem, right?"
Yeah. Think of all the free exposure you'll get of me using your saddle.
Yeah. I mean, look at that.
Yeah. I'm not going to pay you for it, but just think about all the people that will see me riding your saddle. Think
Yeah.
about that. It's worth it.
You're gonna cash in big time. Cashed in. I tell you what, we need to.
Probably not though, huh?
No, it's
It's less cash than you would think.
it is, and it's an epidemic. So speaking of epidemics, why don't you tell me about the epidemic of this poor lady's epidemic?
Of the poor lady in North Carolina.
What happened to her?
Well, she sued somebody after a Facebook photo used in a beer ad campaign. And this is from Ben Hooper, not Stan Hooper, but Ben Hooper. A North Carolina woman's lawsuit against Anheuser-Busch and a distributor alleges a photo she posted to Facebook is being used to hawk natural light without her permission. So this Kayla Kraft has filed a lawsuit against the brewer and the Raleigh-based distributor R.A. Jeffries after a photo posted to Kraft's Facebook 4 years ago started popping up on coasters, posters, and other promotional material for the Every Natty Has a Story campaign for natural light. Now this photo shows Kraft wearing a fake mustache and sipping from a bottle of natural light. And the suit states that Kraft registered the photo with the U.S. Copyright Office. So the defendants, which is Natural Light, reproduced, distributed, and publicly displayed the Kraft photograph without the authorization or consent of Kraft or her friend, and have created unauthorized derivative works incorporating the Kraft photograph, the lawsuit states. Defendants have engaged in a widespread pattern and practice of misappropriating the names and likenesses of others for commercial purposes without permission or compensation. Lawsuit accuses the defendants of copyright infringement, invasion of privacy, and violation of the right of publicity.
That's right. And if you Google that, you will find out there are more than one case like that.
Many cases.
Where companies
Not
are
cases
taking
of natural light, but cases of misappropriation.
of people taking. There are numerous. There was a guy that won a little over $1 million from a picture he posted on Twitter that a company took.
Whoa.
So
I got a lot of pictures on Twitter. If any company wants
well,
to
there's yeah. Well, see,
misappropriate
I
me,
thought
I'll take some
you know
money.
I thought I hit my payday the other day. One of these horse sites that promotes horse stuff, sells horse stuff, that sells horse stuff on their Facebook and other.
They confiscated a Pepper Stewart photo.
They took all my pictures and they put it on their site. And I was like, hey, yeah, you can't do that.
Right.
I just told them, hey, that's a good idea. That picture works great in your ad. tell me where to send my invoice
Right.
for my photo.
Yeah. I'll just shoot it over to you.
Right. I'll just send you the invoice. Pay me. Hey, no big deal. They didn't go for that. They're like, sorry, sir, for the inconvenience. We removed the photo.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Can I get $5? Please, $5?
What about the whole week you had it up?
Right.
How about that?
How much is your revenue? I want to see your revenue for that
Yeah.
week.
Let's get a revenue statement.
Speaking of revenue statements, how about Doc West Band? If you don't know Doc West Band, you always got to check them out. We're going to throw down a Doc West Band tune, and when we come back, we are going to ring-a-ding-ding.
Dun 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 dun.
Sage Kimzey.
Dun 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 dun.
She lives for Jesus and always down to hear some Jones. That red dust on her blue truck makes her one-ton, two-tone. Loves midnight bareback ride, a little closer to the stars. It's like she stole those directions to heaven right out of my heart. That girl's a cowboy, you can tell by her boots. She's earned every buck and tougher than the trouble she runs into. That girl's a cowboy, living out a crazy dream. Getting closer now, still learning how to love just like me. Now she don't let those miles come between what's real. It might be hard to say it, but I know exactly just how she feels. That girl's a cowboy, you can tell by her boots. She's earned every buck and tougher than the trouble she runs into. That girl's a cowboy, living out a crazy dreams. Getting closer now, still learning how to love just like me. Her daddy said, son, if you think you're the one, you can have her hand, just understand. That girl's a cowboy, you can tell by her roots. She's earned every buck, tougher than the trouble she runs into. That girl's a cowboy, living out her crazy dreams. Getting closer now, still learning how to love just like me. Getting closer now, still learning how to love one like me.
What? That's what he said.
What?
Doc West Band right there.
Oh, yeah, that is what he said. He said all of it.
Doc West Band right there for your listening pleasure.
Google them up and buy some stuff.
Yes, they got some good tunes out there, by the way. And a video. They got a good video, too. I think we played that video a few times.
But if you haven't seen it, Google it up, watch it, and buy some stuff.
Yeah. I don't know what just happened. Something happened. I don't know. People in the chatterbox over there chattering.
Stuff happened.
Stuff.
I'm not in the chatterbox tonight.
No.
I'm too focused for y'all.
Focused. You got focus. You taking focus factor?
Yeah, no, I'm not taking that. I'm taking Alpha Brain.
Alpha, what's that?
Alpha Brain.
All right, well, let's try this ring-a-ding-ding. Is it ring-a-ding-ding in your ear over there?
I can hear a little bit.
There you go.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sage, Kimzey, right here on the Pepper Stewart Show. What are you up to today?
Oh, just enjoying life. You know how it is.
What'd the bank say when you walked in there with that big check? Did they have a reader to scan that thing?
They definitely were pretty surprised.
Did they give you a regular?
That is, a life-changing amount of money.
Did they give you that big cardboard check, or did you get one of the smaller ones to take in, or you had to drag that big one all the way in there?
I got one of the smaller ones, thank goodness. I don't know if the bank would have been too happy if I'd have come carting that big check in.
I don't know. I'd like to see the look on those tellers' face when like, I don't know if it's going to fit in the machine.
I am going to have to try that at least one time.
Yeah, just drag that big Happy Gilmore check in there to him.
Right.
So you had a pretty good, pretty good week. Knocking it out there at the CBR and then coming to the American and knocking it out. So you've been a busy man.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better week. It is absolutely, as cliche as it is, it really was. It was a dream come true, and it was just an awesome week, no doubt.
Well, it lived up to the billing. I mean, it was getting down to the American there on Sunday. I mean, right down to the end, right down to the wire. You couldn't have scripted that any better. That was perfect.
No doubt, yeah. The fans said what they wanted to see whenever they voted me in as the fan exemption, and they got to see what they saw, and really the entire rodeo was just. It was amazing. It was one of the best events I've ever been a part of. And like you said, you couldn't have scripted it any better. Everybody, I felt like, really enjoyed it. Everybody that I talked to, loved the rodeo as a whole. It was a great day. It really was.
It worked out great, man. It worked out for a good deal. Now, I understand that you're trying to get multi-sport action going on and trying to hit some golf balls. What's that all about?
I do. I love the sport of golf. It's real fun, and it's a nice change of pace from bull riding. It definitely is. It's just a fun sport that I like to fiddle around with, especially when we're on the road. There's not very many things that we can do to go kill an afternoon that we're outside in the beautiful weather. Get to see, beautiful golf courses all over the country. I do. I enjoy golfing quite a bit.
Now is your other half bugging you for a vacation now to take her somewhere?
Not quite yet. She knows that it's about to heat up and the job's about to get busy.
She's like, I'm pretty sure we can go somewhere now for at least a week.
Right, yeah. Somewhere that has a lot of water surrounding it and nice sandy beaches.
And a real nice golf course, probably.
Exactly.
So you're more of the water type guy. You like to go out on the ocean or out on the lake and just hang out on the water?
Yeah, I love the beach. That's we don't have too many beaches around Oklahoma or Texas, so anytime I get to go to the beach, I absolutely love the beach. Just kind of get away from everything. It slows everything down, and just kind of get to escape the real world for a while.
And that works. We always get these crazy fan questions in here. I don't know why we do, but when's the last time you had some nachos?
Some nachos. Probably when I'd tell you when it was. It was at Fort Worth in the hospitality tent. I had nachos with cheese, chili, and a few jalapenos.
there you go.
Oh man,
not too long ago. So what about your workout regimen? What do you do to keep in shape? Because I believe there's a video out there of a Frogger on yoga balls.
Yeah, we were watching you play Frogger on the Twitter box, jumping from yoga ball to yoga ball. I wanted to know what was harder, learning how to putt that golf ball or learning how to jump from yoga ball to yoga ball.
I tell you what, the golf ball didn't hurt near as bad the first few times whenever I failed.
Now, see, I was wondering where the outtakes clip outtakes clip was, because we saw the finished product, but we didn't see.
I should have kept track of all of it. Actually, that was my first attempt. I had jumped on the medicine balls, and done some medicine ball work before, and that was my first attempt going from ball to ball, and nailed it on the first try, and I was like, oh man, this is easy. And then it took about 30 minutes till I nailed it again.
Yeah. Well, see, we missed the other 29 then.
Definitely, yeah. We need to get an outtake clip. It would definitely be comical.
Oh man! So, where you headed? Where you headed next? Where's the next rodeo you're headed to?
San Antonio's Extreme Bulls Saturday afternoon, and then the finals that night.
Okay.
Then headed to Grand Island for the Wrangler Champions Challenge, and the Extreme Bulls up there in Nebraska, and then out to Vegas for the season.
All right. Well, busy man, but hey, when you get them big cardboard checks, it's just another day at the office.
Definitely.
All right, we won't hold you up too long. We'll let you get back to it. And before we do let you go, do you want to throw out some sponsors that help you out up down the road?
Oh man, I have the greatest sponsors. I really do. Starting off with Wrangler, they've been with me for the longest. My rookie year, they picked me up, helped me get down the road, and it's truly, all the sponsors that I have are. I truly believe in all the brands, and they're absolutely amazing. Ruffy and Huey Apparel, T-shirts, ball caps, coming out with new backpacks for cowboys to travel with, going back to school. I love all the Ruffy and Huey product that's coming out right now. Polaris Ranger, everybody knows about Polaris. They are, as their slogan says, toughest working, smoothest riding. They're absolutely, state-of-the-art machines. Bloomer trailers, which actually not a lot of people know about it right now, but Bloomer is stock combo instead of just horse trailers, and they are absolutely, they're the leading horse trailer in the industry, and I think their stock trailers will take on it, and they'll be exactly the same way. The attention they put into details, just phenomenal. MGM Grand. Anytime you're in Las Vegas, if you're not at the MGM, you're not at the place where everything's happening, for sure. And then, of course, Mr. Benny Cute Energy Services, 7X Ranches, Cute Bucking Bulls. And my sponsors they're the greatest.
And that's something, that's a lot of things that get overlooked a lot of times, but, sometimes it's the little things that make it happen, make it all worthwhile, and get you rolling, and then you get these big checks you can't put in the truck.
Well, that's why he's got Bloomer trailer to stick it in.
Just put it in the trailer.
Yeah.
No doubt. I was very particular with who I associated myself with as far as endorsement deals go, and like I said, I believe in all the products, all the people that I work with. The companies as a whole are all absolutely fantastic, and I would encourage anybody that is in the market for any of those things, go check them out, because they're great people, and they're the best products on the market, no doubt.
We'll do that. We will let them know and come check stuff out. And we appreciate you visiting with us, because we know you're a busy man right now. But we'll just tell you good luck on the rodeo road, and we'll see you on the next one.
No problem. I appreciate it. Thank y'all.
Thank you. That's him right there, the man with the plan and the big cardboard checks.
Yep.
You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see him pull up to the bank down there with that big Bloomer trailer and start pulling them cardboard checks out one by one and take them inside.
Walk them in.
Just to see the look on the faces of the tellers. Like, what in the world? What am I going to do with that?
I have a funny feeling they'd figure out how to get it cashed for them. I don't know for sure, but percentage-wise, I would bet, if I was a betting man, which I am, but I would bet they'd be able to figure it out.
Why don't we bet on this? We just started talking about it. The American happened. And let's throw down a little highlight reel or a montage video action of
Always time for a montage.
the American right there. Because Who don't want to see some? Who don't want to see some rodeo action now? Come on, everybody wants to see some rodeo action, right?
Well, let's see it.
Let's do it. Do it to it.
File 3679.
What?
Whoa, what happened?
What happened there?
Not sure.
What?
Because my live feed ain't working.
Your live feed ain't working.
Nope.
All right.
I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Not sure. I clicked the buttons. I did all the things I'm supposed to do.
That's what happened.
Indeed.
That is indeed what happened at the American right there. I don't know where the rest of my video went, but
I'm not sure. I see a lot of smoke and then it disappears. It's like a magic trick.
no, it was a magic trick. Well, you know what? That's the problem with live TV.
You get technical glitches and sometimes the buttons don't work. My live feed is paused and it's stuck. I'm just glad it didn't happen when Sage was calling. So
It's all working on this end. It's just that thing. Man, I had the Sage ride, but it well,
just know that he won and got a big cardboard check, as we may have mentioned before.
all you gotta do is go to pepperstewart.com. Pepper Stewart Show. Pepper Stewart on YouTube. Pepper Stewart on stuff. Pepper Stewart Show.
Just
on.
Google Pepper Stewart and then all that stuff will come up. And
That's
you can
right.
Go down and pick what you want.
Go to Facebook and watch videos. We got the videos right there. Sage knocked it out on that. And I wanted to show that video because, you know, all these old timers and these dang Facebook groups, they all get in there and rant. They all get to rattling.
They get upset.
Yeah.
They get sad inside their hearts, which I'm not sure. Really. That's what happens. That's what I went through. Maybe 40 comments of just people I just wanted to just give a hug to. I just wanted to just grab them and be like, it's okay, man. You know, it ain't 1987. You know,
I'd rather not.
it's fine. Just come for a second. You know, let me put my arm around them, and you know, sometimes it bees that way. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
This guy beat your guy.
Yeah.
You know.
Kobe.
Yeah, he Kobe'd your guy.
Well, no, I had. If you go look, if you guys that are really interested in it, that were rattling, I put the what is that, Knuckle Energy or something?
Giants.
Xenophobe.
They're not a sponsor, so I don't. It's just a good energy drink, but.
Okay. Well, no. If you go to the show page, or you go to the YouTube and check out the short round rides, okay. On the Brazilian page, they were saying, well, the Brazilian guy rode better, and the other guys. But what it is, here's what it is. If you look at the videos we shot, because we shot from eye level, arena floor, which where your judges would be, okay.
Right.
If you're watching on TV, you're watching from above.
Right.
Now, if you watch that video, because I had to explain this to about 10 people. If you watch that video, you watch the first bull, okay? The Brazilian guy's bull is not kicking over the chutes, okay? He's not kicking high enough. He's not kicking over the chute. The next bull, which is Sage, his bull's kicking over the chutes. That's where the point come from.
Well, it was also going like so.
Yeah.
like so. And
Right.
if you watch Brazilian, this one before or after was like an elevator ride.
Yeah.
So one's like an elevator ride,
He was more of a flat spinner.
and the other one's like so.
And that was kicking higher. And that's
So-
and see, I was because even if people were like, well, Justin McBride said, well, yeah, he's up in the booth too. He's watching from down below, which it looks like that from the TV. Because when I watched it on TV last night or the other night, was it last night before I watched it on TV? When you watch the camera action, you see it. Yeah, it looks like it. You're like, man, that looks pretty
Yeah.
close. But when you look at it like we shot it eye level, you're like, oh, wait a minute. Well, duh, you can tell that. That's
Right.
what the judges saw. That's why they're the judge.
Right. That's the way. That's the way it bees
It's like-
sometimes,
but
man.
man,
you
those-
can't, you know.
People are
And
people.
they're not always going to agree, and some people
I
have got predetermined notions before they ever went into it.
Yes, and I think most of the people on this Facebook. That's why I don't comment on Facebook groups at all for anything because it doesn't do any good. You might in these rodeo groups because you might as well be in a political group because it doesn't matter who says what or what because everybody's stuck on what they're going to believe.
Yeah, I've received comments from different Facebox groups throughout my time, and I've never ever looked at it and been like, oh, you know what? I've never thought of it that way, sir. I have changed my opinion based on that. That's just not the way the internet works.
Here's how it works in Emory, Texas. Emory livestock auction report right there. They're still hitting 80 cents a pound, but they are up your little ones, your three weights, 80 cents to $2 bills. So that's not too bad. And your 5 weights are 80 cents to $1.65 and $1.50. So that's a pretty good deal. Your packing cows, 40 cents 72. Heavy bulls, 70 to 90. Top pairs, 12.50 to 17.50. You got your low middles, your stocker cows, your baby calves. $20 bills, $3.50. There was no horses Tuesday. And your goats, sheep are $25 to $150 bills, man.
Well, will they pay you in $2 bills?
There is a possibility of that. That you could possibly get paid in $2 bills. I can't believe my ride videos didn't come up. But
But you can find them.
I've got a trick for that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like the rabbit out of the hat? Or is this
Yeah.
like the 4 bears thing?
I don't have 4 bears. I don't have 4 bears. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up that video I was talking about because although we are a live show, we are also a interweb net type show where we can do stuff. We can find
You can go
things.
back and you can look and you can edit and you can do whatever you want.
Well, we can find stuff. That's just what we do. So let me just right here on my
I hear a lot of button
on my
clicking.
fancy button pusher, and I push the button. Why don't you tell me a story? You got some crime stories. Tell me some crime stories, and then we're gonna
crime.
show some bull riding videos, some more rodeo action for you guys. 'Cause everybody likes rodeo.
Rodeo action, or you want this crime drama right now?
Tell me about that crime.
I can
drama.
tell you about 2 crime stories.
Oh, speaking of 4 bears, there was a video going up here with some bears.
No one was speaking about the bear. Maybe the Chicago Bears, where Tony Romo's going to play, but not the 4 bears. But there is a crime watch, if you want to hear about that.
What happened?
Well, the Texas and Southwestern Cattle Raisers Association, Special Ranger Jimmy Dixon, District 14, East Texas, in case you didn't know.
JD.
There he is. He reports a blue heavy-duty Prafford squeeze chute has gone missing from a property near the Butler community in Freestone County. The thief or thieves cut the lock on the gate to gain entry. If you have any information regarding this theft, please call Special Ranger JD at 903-586-8733. And not only that, we've got a black cow missing from Western Falls County area. Now, this is from the Special Ranger Marvin Willis,
All right.
M-Dub, as they say on the inside. He's from District 15, just one over, Central Texas.
All right.
He reports unmarked, unbranded black cow, that's an issue, has gone missing from a set of shipping and receiving pens in Western Falls County. The cow had a black tag with the number 580. If you have any information regarding this missing cow, you can call M-Dub, Marvin Willis, Special Ranger, at 254-865-2571. Stop
Yes.
stealing stuff, by the way.
Yeah, quit stealing. All right, here we go. I'm gonna burn your eyeballs with some bull riding right here. We're gonna bull ride.
Dun, 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 dun.
So, if you think of what I said by looking at, just look for the kick, guys.
They're not going to look at that. They've got preconceived notions. You can watch it anyway and then hit me up on the Twitter box and tell me why I'm wrong.
He's kicking over the shoe. Good stuff. Rodeo time. Rodeo time. You know, do you know or don't know? You can find a lot of stuff on the Intro-Net. On
You can find anything you want.
on there.
You can find anything you want on the internet. Any argument you have, you can back it up by finding something on the internet. It may not be true, but you can find it.
Yeah, you can find a lot of stuff on there. I don't know how to get this thing off my screen now. Oh, I hit that button.
That's the problem with live television.
We'll do it live.
Do it live on the internet.
That's what we do. All right, enough of that mess. Here's what's going down in your town. The Feed Cattle Exchange. I don't know if you. Some folk can read this. Some folk probably can't read this. Feed Cattle Exchange right there. It is showing you what's going down. There was 3,350 head. Total head. There was 365 head sold, which I don't see how they came up with that. If there was 300, okay, all right, and then maybe I said it backwards. I don't know. Well, here we go. So if there's 3,350 head total, but only 3,065 were sold, where did the other ones go?
Some of them were stolen.
Is that some of your stolen cattle? But their average weight was $1.22 per pound right there. So if your average weight right there was about 1,300 pounds. What it looks like. People are like, I don't even know what that even looks like. Well, if you don't know, now you don't know again. So, Sancho, you ever heard a horse play Jerry Lee Lewis
I have not.
on a piano?
I haven't.
You haven't?
Not yet. But
That's what I was expecting, by the way.
well,
I was expecting that. A horse to sing, play some.
I'm not sure. I never heard it. Never even heard of it.
What? Horses play pianos.
I know Mr. Ed used to talk with the peanut butter on the roof of his mouth.
What was that?
That's what I said every time I saw it. Trickerization on my television said I thought it was a horse talking. I used to go out to the barn, try to talk to the horses, and they just looked at me.
Well, over in Australia, right here, Australia,
Of course it's in Australia.
a horse in Australia was recorded showing off his unusual talent by playing the piano on an electric keyboard. The video shows Sophie's horse Murphy using his mouth to make music with the electronic keyboard they set up for him outside. What I'm wondering is, how did they know, number one, that Murphy could play the keyboard? And number two, who's ever been sitting around the house going, you know what? I'm going to take this keyboard outside and see if old Murphy knows how to play. So I was like, hey, I bet this horse is going to throw down some tunes.
I bet it happens more than you realize. There's not a lot to do in Australia.
So I was ready for some Jerry Lee Lewis to go down or something. But he plays it.
Some great balls of fire?
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out.
Oh, get him an agent. He's got some talent.
Man.
You know, you stick a keyboard out in front of a 5-year-old, they do the same thing, by the way.
Yeah. You just hit a xylophone with one of them sticks.
I'm sorry, Sophie, but your horse is not special.
No, your horse is terrible.
Can I say that, or will I get in trouble for bullying, or whatever they call it?
Horseying. I don't know.
Horsing? That's horsing around, right?
Yeah.
So I'm good. That's horseplay.
You're just horsing around.
That's horseplay, so I'm good. I'm good with that. Good on that deal.
Oh, man.
That's what happens sometimes.
Tell you what.
What?
I'll tell you what.
What?
No, actually, I won't tell you.
Hold on, boys.
I'm giving up. I'm trying to do the live thing, but it ain't working. So
Well, that's the deal. You know, we are live on so many different avenues that
sometimes technology does not agree with what's going on.
well, if you don't have good service in certain areas, that's why there's so many different avenues. But here's the whole deal.
It's a lot of steel.
All you got to do is go to Farm Ranch TV
There you go.
on your Roku and watch it later.
Plug it in.
Watch the.
You know what? I should probably just left it alone. Watched it later. I'd have seen all my stuff and
Well,
done
yeah.
it that way.
Yeah, that's why we're. Well, see this. Okay, here's the deal for the folks out there in the land that are watching live on Thursdays. Those of you that watch on live on Thursdays, this is just a courtesy to the viewers that want to catch it early,
Yeah, you're welcome, by the way.
because we don't have to. We're not supposed to be live.
We could edit it down
Right.
and chop it up and make it real nice and pretty,
That's what we're supposed to do,
but
by the way. But we don't do that because we run it live because there's some folks that like to watch it live. They might like to call in or
well,
do something.
I like
so-
to hit the guest with live questions. That's
Oh, yeah.
that's the best part.
and that's what makes it.
And speaking of live questions, I forgot to ask Sage if he ever, when he's out on the beach, he likes the beach. I forgot to ask him if he ever gets confused for Ryan Gosling along in the Hollywood beaches out there in California. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but they have a similar facial structure. At least that's what I saw on the interweb on Google.
It's possible.
On the Google.
That's possible.
But I forgot that question because we're live.
Yeah, that happens. That's what we do. That's what we do. We do it, and then everybody's like, "Why?" Well, we still do it live just for the fact that we've been doing it like that for years. We give some folks an opportunity to catch it before everybody else. That's what this is all about. But then,
It's also fun. It's better live.
it is. And then you get the massive amount of folks that go to Farm Ranch TV and watch it
After the fact.
after the fact.
But that's fine too. You can pretend. Just pretend it's live. We're live. So crazy.
We are live when they're listening to it. It's the first time they heard it.
Well, I mean later.
Yeah.
Because later somebody's going to listen to this on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
See? But today
It's
it's
like
Thursday.
you got a problem with concentration.
Mostly.
That's what they do. But it's good. It's good, folks. I guess we rambled enough. All right, wild pigs, wild pigs, wild pigs. Here we go. Little piggy went to market, or did he? There's a problem with wild pigs going down right now. We've got a 10-page essay here, but I'm not going to get into that too much. They're talking about catching wild pigs, and wild pigs are becoming a big problem right now. And now the Agriculture Commission is talking about poisoning these pigs.
That's a bad idea.
Man, that's such a bad idea. That is such a bad idea to try to poison these pigs, put out poison for the wild pigs. Because here's what's going to happen. What they don't understand, or I don't know if they didn't think this through, but you put the poison out. They're like, well, we got this field wild pig territory. Okay, you put the wild pig poison out. Okay, that pig eats it. He's not going to die instantly. He's going to run off to another pasture. Then he's going to do what they do. Now you got poison on your land, and now your grass is growing. Now your cows, or your goats, or your chickens, or your horses, now they're eating
Well,
this poison.
right.
Is it gonna be? Is it gonna be okay? Is it okay for horses to eat? If it's okay for cows to eat,
It's not only that. Some people eat these pigs.
and that's yes,
You got
and that's
poison in a pig. You shoot a pig. You think you got one. You take it home. You feed it to your children's or your human people's.
yep. That was
It's not a good. It's not a good scene. It's
that was
not
my
a good
second.
idea.
That was my second point on that deal too. Is all the hog hunters are upset because look, now you know
Now
if
you
you
don't
shot
know who's who. What's
if, yeah,
what?
did you shoot a poison pig?
And did they run any of this by Ted Nugent?
I don't think so.
Gonna be an issue. That's who they should just call him. Just set him up in the chopper with the machine gun and let Ted Nugent handle the problem. Stop poisoning stuff.
Machine Gun Randy.
Have you seen that, by the way?
Yes,
Apocalypse Now, I believe they call
I
it.
believe so. You want to talk trade with Japan?
Do
the-
I want to talk trade with Japan?
The
I don't-
the
I don't
NCBA, not the NBAC, not the NBA, not basketball players.
No.
The NCBA, the National Pork Producer Council, known as TEX, asked President Trump to do, in a letter to Trump, the group asked him to initiate free trade agreement negotiations with nations in the Asian Pacific region, beginning with Japan. This correspondence just came ahead of the Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo's state visit here in the U.S. last week. These two leaders met to discuss security challenges, but also expect to talk about trade as well, with Trump having passed the Trans-Pacific Partnership that was protected to create 9,000 jobs and $876 million in revenue every year. The task in hand will be to strike a bilateral agreement between the U.S. and Japan that will usher in a free trade to the region, according to Oklahoma.
Well,
that's what they said.
That's what they said.
In Oklahoma.
But it's true. You can talk trade with Japan. Japan's cool. We're good with that. Now, you had China speaking for them for a long time, and that was the issue that Trump, well, that's politics. We don't want to get into that. But Trump bypassed China. That's why they're upset, because he just went straight to Japan like, hey, I can talk to you. And China's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You want to talk to little brother, you talk to me. And Trump was like, yeah, get out of my way. So that was the issue with that. But you can Google that, because I don't know anything about anything.
How about this picture of this? How about the state? This is, I mean, there's so much stuff. Speaking of politics, so much political stuff to be going on right now for people to be doing, to be worried about this. A Texas lawmaker hopes to pass legislation. Okay, a Texas lawmaker hopes to pass legislation to discourage people from using the Chilean flag emoji to represent the Texas flag.
Oh, man. We got a lot going on for you to be worried about emojis, bruh.
So the Republican State Representative Tommy Alverson? You know what he's saying?
I don't know, but I vote Tommy out of office right now.
He's urging Texas not to use the flag emoji of the Republic of Chile when referring to the Texas flag. All too often, the Chilean flag emoji is used to substitute for the Lone Star flag in text messages and on social media platforms.
He might just go to a chili cook-off.
What is this guy doing?
Just relax a little bit. Maybe that CBD oil thing passed in Texas, right? In Houston at least. So just put some of that in a vape pen and relax and stop worrying about emojis, Chief.
Instead of trying to pass a bill to make you stop using it, why don't you just call Apple and be like, hey, think you can throw a Texas flag in there somewhere?
Yeah, maybe try that out.
That might work a little better.
Maybe have your assistant do it. Maybe not worry about that at all.
Oh, it gets worse, man. I don't know what this is. Everybody wondering what the government does with money. We're telling you. For one, they're talking about emojis, passing a law for you to use the right emoji. And then this guy, right here, look at that guy, the president of Iceland. Okay.
Hey, I'm in on Iceland. Don't bad talk them. But let's see.
The president of Iceland wants to ban pineapple as a pizza topping.
Well, listen, I'll say this for Iceland. That's how you know, like in America, we complain about coffee cups and stuff, but we have real problems. That's how you know Iceland is doing it right, because there's really no other issue in Iceland other than the pineapple pizza topping. That place, they kicked all the bankers out. They're doing it right over there. I don't know if you've ever seen anything on Iceland, but if you're looking for a vacation spot, get over there. Bring your own pineapple if you like pizza. But those people, they've got it under control.
Well, they asked him how he felt about pineapple on pizza, and he said, if I could pass laws banning the topping throughout the country, I would.
I wish I'd have been at that press conference. How do you feel about anchovies?
Yeah.
And Ninja Turtles. How do you feel?
That's the real issue right there.
The real issue.
That is what they're talking about.
What about mixing mustard and mayo together on a hot dog? Did anyone ask them the difficult questions?
What's your question?
Do you like fancy sauce?
They
Are
might.
you in on fancy sauce for your hot dog? These are the questions that the people want to know. Not really, but Iceland's a nice place. Google it up. It's not ice, it's green. Greenland is ice, and Iceland is green because they tricked people back in the day.
Son, you're teasing the gorilla in the monkey house.
Mostly. They're big dudes, too, though. If you ever watch them strongman competitions on ESPN 38, those Iceland dudes are like dragging buses around and throwing hammers like 450 yards.
What if you grew up in the 90s?
You don't throw hammers like that.
What if you found
it was
out?
Hammer time, but
What if you found out one of your funny shows was coming back?
Funny shows from the 90s. Go on. Is this Saved by the Bell? The new class? Part 12?
Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Oh, my stuff.
A cult television favorite involving B movies and dubbed in wisecracks will return for its 11th season in April.
B movies is putting it mildly. That was the D list.
A Kickstarter campaign through which fans contributed funding to underwrite production of the new series netted $5.7 million.
That's what we do in America.
That's a Kickstarter record, by the way.
We create fundraisers for Mystery Science Theater.
If you want to fundraise, you can fundraise over here.
Right? Give me one of them cardboard checks.
Yeah.
If you want to do some GoFundMe, fund me one of them big Happy Gilmore checks.
So here's how they're going to get
I'll
you.
watch D movies and crack jokes all day.
Tex likes D in his movies, too.
Yeah.
14 new episodes will be produced for Netflix starting April 14th.
Netflix. Killing the game.
Known to its fans as MST3K.
Is it? Is it really?
Yeah. I didn't know that till
I'm
just
a fan
now.
of the show. Never heard that in my life.
I just learned it right now when
Is
I read
that a hashtag? MST3K?
I don't see a pound sign in
Mystery
front of it.
Science Theater.
3,000?
Oh my! Stop it!
Your brain
You
just
all-
froze. You just
all
froze.
of-
Your brain froze.
All of you, stop it! Stop it right now!
So get ready for the robot call.
Man, I got a lot of stuff to do. That's a long time to sit through a movie with other people cracking jokes on it. But that I did like the show when it was originally out. So, if you're into that,
Oh, look out!
if you're into MSTK, 3K, MS, whatever
It's
F-
coming for you.
Yeah. Not for me.
How much parkour did you do?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I don't. Come on. I don't jump around in parking lots, and I don't do CrossFit. I'm not trying to be the best at exercise, and I play real sports.
You got a story about parkour?
I can find one for you. I'll tell you what happens when you do that kind of stuff. It's not the safest thing on earth.
Well, you look for that. The American Rodeo happened. That was some good stuff. You had some good stuff. That if you go to our Facebook page, we've thrown a barrage of photographs from the event up there. We'll get some more. We got some of the American up there. We can get some more of that up there as well for you. So those of you rodeo fans that want to see some good old action shots from the American and the Iron Cowboy, check it out.
Do it. Google it.
So what'd you parkour?
Well, I'm a fan of anyone trying to exercise and triple frog or hop over yoga balls if you need to get in shape. Parkour, CrossFit, whatever you want to do. But this guy here, he's in Denver, and this is not Stan Hooper.
That makes sense. He's in Denver.
Well,
they can smoke stuff in Denver.
They have those funny little cigarettes that they do up there, which is fine if you're into that, man. So, anyways, this guy fell 40 feet down a Denver chimney during his parkour session. A Colorado man, not only did he fall 40 feet down a chimney, and his friends are going to call him Santa Claus for the rest of his life. He's going to be made fun of forever, and there's not a Christmas that's going to go by that they're not going to talk about him. He's facing trespassing charges.
Uh-oh.
After he fell 40 feet down the chimney of a loft while filming a parkour video on the roof. This guy, Dustin Hinkle, if you want to make him famous, a 26-year-old fella in Denver, him and his friends were doing some parkour. That involves treating real-world environments as an obstacle course, doing flippy kicks and cartwheels and stuff on the top of buildings. They were in the Denver City lofts. He dropped down onto a chimney, and he fell through it 40 feet. Now, this guy says, we were just trying to have some fun, and I jumped off. I hung off the edge, and my feet were only 2 feet above the other one, and I dropped down, and I fell through the top of it. That's what he told the TV station. He dropped 40 feet until he was caught by a cable. Otherwise, he probably would have died, and this would been a whole different story that I couldn't make a joke about. But it took firefighters about 2 hours, and they don't say it here, but probably $15,000 in taxpayers' money. But the Denver Fire Department tweeted photos of firefighters cutting through the brick chimney to rescue this daredevil. Hinkle was treated in a hospital for minor injuries before being jailed on a trespassing charge. His companions, some other people I won't name, were charged with trespassing also. Charges of interference of a police officer after they allegedly ran from the cops. And this guy says he's extremely sorry and he'll do whatever it takes to help fix it. He's done construction. I mean, if they want me to volunteer to help fix what I caused, I have no problem doing that. All right, so maybe you can meet Tex at his masonry reunion and go put some bricks on the chimney. And
I think we've got some audio from that.
Let's hear it. Good job. Man, oh man. Doing flippy kicks on the roof.
Oh, God.
That's the way you want to exercise. That's fine with me.
Oh, man. Too bad Tex out here because we got some equine herpes right here.
Whoa. That's his frame of reference.
Yes. Equine herpes. The equine herpes virus has been confirmed.
Got the herp.
In Denton County.
Whoa, it's too close to home.
Somebody got the HIV there. The Texas Animal Health Commission confirmed the big words linked to equine herpes virus in Denton County barrel racing horse February the 21st of 2017.
Whoa.
So that just happened. The premises is under a quarantine, and the Animal Health Commission staff working closely with the owner and the veterinarian to implement testing protocols and biosecurity measures. Prior to the confirmation, the positive horse attended a barrel racing event at National Rope Supply Arena in Decatur on February 15th.
Whoa.
And at Northside Arena in Fort Worth on February 14th, also known as the Stockyards.
Well,
the Animal Health Commission has been in contact with the event management and veterinarians to ensure enhanced biosecurity measures are taken on the premises, and event participants are notified. And I hate to break it down to you folks, but February 15th, 14, 15, if I'm not mistaken, that's when the American semifinals were going on.
whoa.
Do you know how many horses were down there for that?
A whole bunch.
A lot.
Well, I can tell you that's the biggest indicator of herpes when you're...
Indicator?
Indicator.
Ask Tex about that. He's got a story.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the dates with that, man, that was, there's a lot of horses going through there.
That's tough. Get them tested. Quick like,
But
in a
here's
hurry.
the problem with them tests, you know, you can test your horse the next day he has it.
Well, you're in trouble. I mean, it's the knowledge.
But it'll go away. It'll go away.
No, it don't, ever. At least that's what I read on the internet.
You take medicine for that.
No. Yeah, I mean, you can. Just take a pill and quit being a baby.
There you go. Don't scratch so much.
Yeah.
How about this? March, before we jump into this FFA, this is National FFA Week right now. This week is National FFA, Future Farmers of America. All right. March the 4th in Celeste, Texas, there is a big fundraiser, barbecue auction going down. And if you are a fan of rodeo, a rodeo fan, you're going to want to be there. Because here's what's going down. In that auction with that stuff is going to be a autographed t-shirt, ERA t-shirt from the ERA. Okay? There is an autographed t-shirt from the ERA signed by, okay, Trevor Brazile, Bobby Moat, Clay Trine, and Ryan Moats. Okay? Autographed t-shirt, has ERA on it, has their signatures on it from a Sharpie. It's going to be in that auction. Also, they've got some stuff that was made by the ag students. You've got a smoker. There's a smoker on a trailer. It's going to be there. There's a fire pit. You can put in your backyard. It's going to be there. And they've got another grill, like grill/fire pit type deal. So check that out. If you want to look at some of the stuff that's going to be in that auction, they have posted some of the things on their Facebook page. Celeste FFA Booster something or another. I don't know if you go to Pepper Stewart Show on Facebook. I believe our Facebook folks that keep up with that stuff have got the event shared on there, so you can find it and check it out. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good event. We'll be out there. We'll be out there checking out this stuff. So other than that, I'm going to tell you right now, 5 ways to celebrate National FFA Week. And after I tell you this, I'm going home. All right, here we go. Celebrate. Give FFA Day on February the 21st. The one-day campaign focuses on collecting monetary investments for the future FFA programs. You can choose to contribute to FFA scholarships, support a local FFA, donate a blue jacket to an FFA member in need, and even text GROW. Text the word GROW to 27722. You text the word GROW to 27722 to make an instant $10 donation right there. So check that out. Next thing I tell you, take your jacket to work. Take your FFA jacket to work. Show people. Conversation starter. Do that. Another thing you can do is you can get involved in the community service project with the FFA. You know, a lot of times they clean up ditches and clean up highways and pick up trash things. Get involved with that. Go help the kids out. Tractor Supply is a big supporter of FFA, so be sure when you're going to buy stuff, buy it FFA. Buy it at Tractor Supply, and you helping the FFA at the same time. And El Numero Cinco right here on Friday, February 24, which is mañana. On Friday, wear a blue shirt. Wear blue, okay? Wear blue. I got on blue today. I'm a day early. To show your FFA pride. It's very simple. All you need to do while you're showing off your pride is take a picture of you in your blue and then hashtag FFA Week. FFA Week, hashtag it, and you've done it. That you have done. So
Hashtag. It's the way of the world.
that is the ways of the world, man. So other than that, we are going to tell you something about something. There is a moving company out there, moving stuff.
Whoa. Have you heard about those guys?
I think so.
They're everywhere. They are nationwide, allegedly, supposedly.
Allegedly.
You can Twitter that too.
Yes. Yes, you can. You can do that. Matter of fact, I was about to do it right now. There's so many.
Tell me what?
So many. Triple Crown.
Triple Crown, moving and storage.
Yeah.
At www.myprofessionalmover.com.
Oh, that's it.
That's the one. I've heard that they are the workhorses of the moving industry, and you can check that out.
Eric,
Oh, there they are.
David
Look at them.
Wood.
Look at them on look at them
on
on
the
TV
internet.
right now.
Called
Yeah,
from
look
you
at
a
that.
couple of
On
days
the
ago.
internet,
You guys
on the
made this
Facebox
from
at 3
Tulsa to,
Crown
Denton.
Moving.
Oh, look at that.
Everything
Who's
went
that?
great.
She's gonna beat somebody up.
On
Your
the Triple
crew,
Crown.
both crews in up
Triple
in
Crown
Denton,
Move.
in
Triple
Denton
Crown
and
Move.
Tulsa.
Vault,
On the Twitter
vault.
box.
You
Really
got
good
vault
guys.
storage
We
service in
enjoyed
there.
Got
interacting
vault
with them.
storage services.
Everything went,
But the
cool.
girl beating people up, if you see that
I
on
will
there,
give you a
is
call back
Andrea.
when we talk, but,
Andrea
want to
KGB
pass that
Lee.
on.
She is the legacy fighting
job, appreciate
flyweight
it.
champion who just won
Definitely
that this
use
past
it as a
Friday.
reference if you
Who
need,
is sponsored
and,
by Triple Crown
We'll
Moving
talk to you
Storage.
soon. Thank you, man.
And you can check her out at Andrea KGB Lee.
And
Or
you can also get some deeply relaxing herbs as well.
you can go down to the bottom and get herbs.
Well,
It's okay. And
moving is stressful. So
moving is stressful, so we'll get you some relaxation down on the bottom of that page. They also offer discounts for military, police, and fire discounts. If you look down there on the bottom somewhere, they'll get you.
military discounts.
There
Look
you
at
go. And there's proud sponsors of the PKD Foundation. If you check that out too, there's a lot of stuff on there. You can get discounts, moving services from here to anywhere in the United States, and even if you want to move to Hawaii or Guatemala, they can get that fixed up for you.
that. Fix you up.
MyProfessionalMover.com. Look it up.
That's it. That's it right there. That is the one. To Google. Google is your friend at that time.
There it
That's
is.
why they tell you to Google stuff, I believe. I believe that's why they say to Google.
It's the easiest way. They've taken over the world. They got Google phones and Google Glass and Google Cars and Google Maps.
And that guy over there, follow him, find him. He is the host of the Fighting Stuff on Mics of the Roundtable.
Somewhere. Facebox.
Find it on the Book of Faces. Look it up, check it out, follow it. See what kind of stuff's on there.
Fight stuff, sports stuff. Rodeo stuff's on there too.
All kind of stuff. All kind of stuff's going
Rodeo
on
is a
there.
sport. It's on there. It's on the page.
Yes. It's there. It's there. It's there. It is on there. So, check it out. Look him up at Mike's Roundtable. Check
Mike's
it out.
Round Table. Somewhere on the Twitter box.
It's there. Check it out. Everything else that we're doing, pepperstewart.com. There's links to all of our stories. We got a lot of news stories out there. Matter of fact, if you go look at news, there's a link on there called News and Stories or Rodeo Road or something. I don't know. Just click all the links on the page. You'll find it. But there's a lot of there's a blog post on there from a lot of stuff going on all over. I believe the Houston Livestock Show Rodeo just appointed a new person to run some stuff. So go check that out.
Amanda Berta.
Yes,
That's her.
that's her. So go.
Sponsorships, business and corporate development.
Yes.
You can find her on the blog spot.
She's on there, so check her out. She's on there. Read her story, what she's about. And you could also read a lot of other news stories, press. That's where when we get our press releases from the associations that we cover and represent, sort of, kind of in the middle is full of stuff right there. So there's a lot of stories in there from all the associations and whatnot is in there. So go look it up. Do it. But other than that, we've got to get on the highways and the byways of Texas, and that's kind of what happens.
The end of that story, I think.
This party is officially over.
What?
We're all up. Catch you on down the road and all that good stuff.